The sun hitting it and making it look insane. And just like that, we are good to go. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have a great day. You had to see we have our 2024 Dark Horse right there. And for today's project, we're going to go ahead and be actually installing the Dyna Performance interior carbon. You go ahead and see we have a big old mess out here. This is actually for a project inside the house. However, this is what we're going to be focusing on for the beautiful Dark Horse. So if you're new to the channel, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know right now, we actually have been rocking Dyna Performance in the 2011 Shelby GT500 for a few years now, and we also ended up adding it to our 2018 wide body bagged and boosted Mustang. So with that being said, I'm super stoked that we're actually gonna go ahead and be putting some on in the Dark Horse. Again, I'm very, very happy with their products overall, so let's go ahead and open this thing up. So opening this thing up, very, very simple. We have the installation guide that's on the side right here. So very, very simple install, nothing crazy. Honestly, all you really need is this good old-fashioned alcohol 70% cleaner. So you go ahead and make sure it just sticks really well. So honestly, this is the first time I'm gonna be running forged. I typically just run regular carbon style. However, I'm very excited to see how this is actually gonna go ahead and line up. I'll just go ahead and pop like that because it's actually just looks like two sheets of everything. That's all airtight right there. And mainly for the people that are really curious, I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up from the side and you'll be able to see. So you can go ahead and see there's a few layers. So you obviously have the carbon fiber, which in this case is the forged carbon fiber. You have the 3M side, which makes the installation simple. And then you actually have the top piece, which is like the epoxy that pretty much protects it, right? So like I did mention before, I really love their products because they're really simple, they look clean, and they just spice up the interior, which is really what at the end of the day, what you're looking for if you're planning on even ordering any of this kind of stuff. And now at the end of the day, just because of how you install this, technically this is just like real carbon. However, it's just on a 3M install rather than, again, a full replacement piece. Now let's go ahead and do some justice putting this out in the sun, and you can go ahead and see the difference now. This looks insane. And because at advanced, we're actually gonna go ahead and be running the doors open to allow the sun to go ahead and hit inside. And obviously we have the vertical doors. This is gonna go ahead and just look insane with the sun hitting it like that. So we just finished installing the actual dash kit. The other one is the center console kit. We'll go ahead and do that next. However, just to show you guys the dash kit and show you what's actually included in it. So I know when you're first looking at it, it looks a little bit confusing. So this is actually one part that goes all the way around here. You also have one that goes around the vent right there. And walking to this side, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the sun hitting it and making it look insane. We'll have a piece that goes all the way around right here behind the screen, loops all the way around. There's another little one that goes from there to there, and then one that actually goes around the badging there. Now we're actually go ahead and install the next kit, which is actually the center console. Again, you guys could actually pick and choose which parts you guys want. They do come in separate kits, or you could buy the whole package. But right now we're just doing separate kits. So this one's obviously a lot simpler. This is actually just 3 pieces. So you have the 2 which connects around the cup holder, and then you have these little tiny one that I don't know if you can see, it's between my fingers there. So here is the other little piece right there. All right, so we just finished the install. You go ahead and see how everything looked. With that being said, it's like 100 degrees out here, so it did help with the sticking part. Overall, I'm pretty happy. We're gonna go ahead and run this for the show in Vegas, and we'll see what other things we add onto it. And a huge shout out to Dyna Performance again for making these products. Very, very simple, very easy to install. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next steps for getting this Dark Horse ready for the show. One of my pet peeves I've been having is this carbon fiber plate back here. Honestly, because of how hot it is, it hasn't been sticking well on this side. You go ahead and see the center had a lot, but the edges over here did not. So coming over here to the actual car, that was the piece that actually sat up here around the camera. So we're not gonna actually go ahead and run that anymore. Honestly, just causing too much issues. But honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't actually look bad this way at all. Now we're actually go ahead and be installing these little pieces over here from not your typical original parts. That's actually the wrong box. They're actually in here. So I'm gonna go ahead. So these are actually the carbon fiber plated splash guards that actually go ahead and fill in this little gap right here. So it's actually supposed to stop all the rocks going in between the carbon fiber extension right there. So this is a super, super easy install. Literally, it's just these 2 fasteners. And if you have the right tool, then it makes it even that much easier. Pop it out just a little bit so we can get underneath the top layer right. There we go. And just pop it out like that. Nice and easy. Same one on the second one, and just like that. and literally just reversing the process with now adding the carbon fiber plates. And just like that, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and air this thing out so we can see how it looks on the ground. So I definitely love how it completes the look right there and kind of covers up that whole gap right there. With that being said, huge shout out to Not Your Typical Original Parts again, because they make parts that just fit like a glove. So you could typically get brackets like this off of Amazon. That's actually where I got this one. But this is actually meant to be installed underneath the car, and it kind of slides out. It's hidden. However, it'll definitely end up getting destroyed on a lowered car. The wide-bodied one over there is actually bagged. However, I'm definitely not going to mount anything to my car. So this is actually the fix to go ahead and get these kind of tickets signed off. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. So like I said, hopefully we don't get any other issues when we go get this front plate signed off. So you go ahead and see we have enough 3M right here on the back, just 2 nice long strips. We also 3M'd a little bit behind the plate so that way it doesn't rattle or anything like that or fall off. So there it is. This is the method. So hopefully everything goes smooth. All right, you can pick it up a little bit. All right, so we literally just aired out. I'm actually gonna go ahead and hand the camera over here to my partner in crime, and we're actually at the police station right now, so we're gonna go ahead and try to get this signed off. And dang, that feels on there. Man, so we just got too much Mustang stuff. So these are actually posted. These are actually the Dark Horse wheels I had gotten, but I don't need them anymore because we have the black diamonds on there, and I'm not planning on taking those off anytime soon. So there's definitely just gonna be in the way. We gotta get rid of those. So now if y'all thought the other garage was bad, this one is way worse. We gotta go ahead and get rid of these VMSs. So this actual top set right here is a VMS pack. We also have the F14s right there with the straight R's. The other F14s are actually sitting in the box for the front. I gotta go ahead and get rid of those. Okay, we are gonna keep the OEM Cobra wheels and the OEM Shelby wheels just because those are pretty rare, and honestly if you ever want to turn the cars back to stock, those are the wheels that you definitely need. But it is definitely time to downsize. We just have too much stuff and we just got to get rid of all this.